Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the X's and O's Readathon reading vlog. So this video is going to be filmed over the 5 days of the X's and O's Readathon. I'm going to be reading romance books. We're going to be chatting about romance books. And today, the first day of the readathon, I thought I would review my TBR and also have a lot of work to do today. So I'm not sure how much reading I'm actually going to get done, but I'm going to try. And I think I have a solution. So let's talk about the books that I talked about in my February TBR first. I have 4 books here. I have Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld for the rom-com prompt. I have pink on the cover with all 4 of these books, and the other one, I don't remember what the prompt was, but I have other books. Bet the Farm by Stacey Hart, Funny You Should Ask by Alyssa Sussman, and Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. So I'm hoping to read all of these, if not this week, like during the readathon, then this month, just because I've really been excited about this. I've heard great things about this. If I don't read this soon, I see this sticking around on my TBR, and I recently picked this up at the book exchange. So I definitely want to read all of these, but as I said, I have a long to-do list here. So many things I need to do. So many like sitting down computer work tasks I need. Oh my gosh, you guys, the reel is going up today and I'm so excited. So that's at noon today. So I need to make sure I'm ready for that. I need to record my January wrap-up for my patrons, and I also need to update my planner with some books that I've read. I need to write some reviews for books that I read, and then I can film a January wrap-up. I'm having a slumber party for my Patreon for my birthday, and I have a couple of games that I want to do for that, so I need to prepare those. I also am working on a podcast document. When am I not working on a podcast document? I'm going to be talking about star ratings with Jesse, Jordan, Lena, and Summer, and it's the first time I'm going to be recording with like 4 people at once, and I need to get the flow of the show, the questions thought out and stuff like that. Obviously I'm going to be working on this vlog. In April for my Patreon, I'm doing like a book box subscription clear out, so like a book of the month clear out, Aardvark clear out, Illumicrate, Very Loot, all the things clear out. I also need to set up, we're doing a Hunger Games quartet read along all spring long, so starting in March, so March, April, May, June, and I want to make sure I set all that up in Patreon and Discord. And we're also going to be reading The Murder on the Orient Express, and I think we're going to do that in March. So we're going to read and watch the movie, and then I got a new patron last night, so I need to set her up, and then yeah, so it's lots and lots and lots of stuff. All of those things take a while, so I'm gonna be a busy gal. So my plan is that they have a collection. There's 6 works. They're all short novellas, the Improbable Meet Cute series, and it has some of my favorite romance authors: Christina Lauren, Abby Jimenez, Sally Thorne, Jasmine Guillory. It has Ashley Poston and Sarah Wilson, and I've already read 3 of them. So last night, so it'll be in my January wrap up, but I read The Exception to the Rule by Christina Lauren. Guys, it was so freaking cute. I read The Worst Wingman Ever, which was by Abby Jimenez. So cute, hard-hitting, loved it. And then I read Rosie and the Dreamboat, which by Sally Thorne, which was quite interesting. So I still have 3 to go. So that is my goal today. My goal today is to cross off things on my to-do list and listen to these other 3 short novellas. Hello friends, it is 5 minutes until 1 p.m. and I have not had anything to eat today. I have been nose to the grindstone since 8 a.m. But I'm taking a break. I'm drinking one of these protein drinks and I'm making an egg and cheese bagel over there. I have gotten things accomplished, but I feel like the more I do, the more I realize I have to do, and I keep adding to my to-do list. It's just a lot. It's a lot. But the reel, you guys, was such a success. You guys seem to really be loving that. If you missed the X's and O's reels, you have to go follow me at Lavender Mud to check it out. It's epic. That being said, I am going to finish my protein drink, eat my breakfast, and transfer all of this stuff and more that's up here into my planner and organize myself a little bit further, prioritize things, know what things I have to do first, second, third, you know, and so on, and divide it up because I can't just do everything in one day. You guys, I have been working so incredibly hard today. It is 2:53 and I closed my laptop because I can't take it anymore. But we're gonna find out what the next novella is in the Improbable Meet Cute series. You can read them in any order. They're all by different authors, and I have not found a continuous story through any of them, but I'm just reading them in order because that's the type of person that I am. So we're going to be reading Drop Cover and Hold On by Jasmine Guillory. Yay! And then after that, With Any Luck by Ashley Poston. And then after that, Royal Valentine by 𝒎𝒏𝒏𝒅 Wilson. Let's get started. Officially finished all of the novellas in the Improbable Meet Cute novella series, and I thought I would just like break down my ratings and general thoughts. The first book was The Exception to the Rule by Christina Lauren, and I absolutely loved that one. I rated it 5 stars. It was told in an email exchange, and then later on it kind of broke away from that, but it still sprinkled in the emails, and it was over very many years that the little romance took place. Book number 2 was Worst Wingman Ever by Abby Jimenez. I rated that one 4 stars because I feel like the heaviness outweighed the romance part of it just ever so slightly. The third one was Rosie and the Dreamboat by Sally Thorne. I thought that one was a little odd, and I really didn't like the sister dynamic in that one, so I gave that 3 stars. The fourth one was Drop Cover and Hold On by Jasmine Guillory, and unfortunately I rated that one 2 stars because I didn't get it at all from how they kind of met before the thing that brought them together in the actual novella, and then what happened at the end, I was like, absolutely not. Next up was With Any Luck by Ashley Poston. I rated that 4 stars. That was like 2 best friends, their best friends are getting married, and all kind of the groom goes missing type situation. I gave that one 4 stars. And then last but not least was Royal Valentine by Sarai Wilson. And I don't think I'm really drawn to royalty stories or royalty romances, but this one was really cute. You have this princess that has her assistant pretend that she's the princess, so the princess can have like a day off or a weekend off to have like a few days in Rome by herself. She ends up passing out while she's sightseeing. This guy kind of rescues her, and it's their little romance. So cute. So I definitely do recommend the little series. They're all short novellas. They're all very quick. Like I said, they're available on Audible. They're also available, like, you can get them on your Kindles. Good morning, friends. It is day 2 of X's and O's, and I need to get ready for the day. I already did a little bit of work this morning, so that I'm not overwhelmed like I was yesterday. Yesterday, I was just really overwhelmed because I'm a planner. I like to plan out my life. And if I have a long to-do list, I will sit there and work on that list all day if I allow myself. But yesterday, I definitely was getting overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that I have to do. And I realized I was doing that to myself because some things are due now, yes, but some things are due later in the month, and I need to just allow myself to spread the love to the other days of the month and do things as they're due rather than trying to do everything at the beginning of the month. So I just added everything to my planner, and I felt so much better about it. But I'm going to get ready for the day, and then I will talk to you about what I'm hoping to read today. I'm getting ready to eat my breakfast, but I do want to give you a reading update. So let's go grab the book really quick while that egg cools off a bit. Last night I did watch a movie. I watched The Outlaws. It was extremely funny and goofy. And I played some video games with my husband. But before bed, I did start Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld. And I'm liking it so far. I got about 50 pages in. It's kind of like a Saturday Night Live romance. Yes, I'm on page 51. So you have like one of the writers and you have like the musical guest that's actually going to be like performing in the skits and stuff, and I think that's the romance between them two. I have seen a lot of reviews, like 3-star reviews for this one, because the book is basically told in like kind of 2 parts. The first part is just like your regular narrative type, but then back is like more emails, and people have either preferred the emails or the other part. I'm hoping I love both because so far I'm enjoying it. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be reading today. We do have reading sprints tonight. I may or may not finish this before that. We'll see. I decided to DNF this book. It's my 3rd DNF of the year. We'll talk about it after I write some reviews for the books that I did read. Okay, friends, it happened. I DNF'd my first book of the readathon, Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld. I was just extremely bored, and it's basically like a Saturday Night Live behind the scenes creation of like how the cast works together, how they make skits, how they work it out. Just, I don't know. It was so extremely boring. Like, I don't care. I don't really care at all. And I guess there was going to be like a romance between like the musical slash like guest but not a musical guest. Like, they were on the show before as a musical guest and they are a musician, but now they're coming on as like a role for some of the skits. And I guess it was going to be like one of the writers and that person, but like, I don't know. I was trying to push through because like I was saying, there's emails in the back that I thought might pull me in, because some people liked those better and some people liked those less, and it's back and forth between Sally and Noah, and that's why I was like, oh, maybe that will be the part that I like. But I just could not continue to push myself through when I was just bored. But I read like a 1/3 of the book, and I just, yeah, I couldn't. There is that email portion in the middle-ish, but at the end it's back to, and I just, no thank you. You guys, not me ignoring my entire February TBR, because my audiobook just came in for Ruthless Vows. Ruthless Vows. So we are abandoning and we are picking up Ruthless Vows. We're going to be reading Ruthless Vows. That's our book. That's what we're going to be reading.
Hello, welcome to the X's and O's reading sprint.
Yeah. Good morning, friends. It's day 3 of X's and O's, and I had a lot of work to catch up on this morning. I also edited the vlog up until this point to kind of save me a little bit of work later, set up some things on my Discord for my Patreon, and I wanted to give you a reading update because last night's reading sprints were so fun. We played the dating game, and I also did read some of Ruthless Vows. I made it to page 204, so quite a bit read, a few tabs there, and I have about 50% to go. I won't say I'm getting 5-star feelings, but I am enjoying the writing, I am enjoying the characters, I am enjoying seeing where the story's going, and I'm curious about what's going to happen in the second half. I never got 5-star feelings from the first book, but I ended up rating it 4 stars, and this could be like a 4 as well, I think. But we'll just see how the rest goes. I need to wash my face, need to pull back my hair, I need to get dressed, all of the things. My husband is off today, obviously, so we're going to be spending time together. We'll be playing our video game that we like to play together. I'm washing our sheets, you know, just the normal weekend kind of deal. Putting some product in my hair because it is so frizzy if I don't. I mean, it's even frizzy when I do, let's be for real, but I'm trying to tame the beast, you know? You guys, I'm so tired. I did stay up very late last night because of reading sprints, and I really don't have anything going on today. I played video games with my husband. I worked on Patreon stuff, doing laundry still, talked to my friends a little bit. I think it's time to dive into my book. I would love to finish up Ruthless Vows today. We'll see if that happens, but I'm also feeling nappy, so if you don't hear from me for a while, it's because I fell asleep. I wanted to show you guys this little Lego building kit flower bouquet that I've been working on. Jesse got it for me for my birthday. I've been wanting to try out one of the Lego kits, and she got me one off of Amazon. It's not like Lego brand, but it's still really, really fun. And the flowers are coming out really, really pretty. And I just built the Snapdragon back here. And I do have little reels on my Instagram of me building all of the flowers, but I thought I could build one with you right now. I'm going to work on the chrysanthemum, so let's go build it. I finished the flower. I didn't get a chance to show you before my camera died, but here it is, and I'm going to add it to my little bouquet. All right, friends, I just washed my face. I'm gonna get some dinner. I'm gonna play some video games with my husband, but I did actually sit down and read quite a bit. I read about 150 pages with my patrons. I'm on page 347 and I started on page 204, so I guess about 140 pages, but I'm definitely hoping to finish like the last little bit tonight. But like I said, dinner, play games with my husband, and then maybe when he goes to bed I'll stay up and finish. But I will check in with you in the morning, so I'll see you then. Hello, my beautiful friends. It is day 4 of X's and O's, and it's very, very late. I have had a very busy, crazy, unexpected day, and I really don't feel like rehashing it right now. So I'm just going to quickly tell you my little book update. Last night I did stay up and finish Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, and I'm rating this one 3 out of 5 stars. I don't necessarily think this was necessary. It did feel a little bit repetitive. It did feel a little bit long. I feel like if you took the big events from this book and the big events from the first book and put them all together, it would have been a little bit more fast-paced, a little bit more engaging, and it could have been 5 stars. But I think spreading it out over 2 books, I rated Divine Rivals 4 stars. I'm rating Ruthless Vows 3 stars. I did tab some things. I know some people complained in the first book that there wasn't enough world building. There wasn't enough about like the gods and stuff like that. But they really focused on that in this, and we didn't get a lot of Iris and Roman. And that's what it was missing for me. I think it would have been 4 stars if we would have gotten a little bit more of them, but we didn't. So 3 stars. I am about to start Bet the Farm by Stacey Hart. Looking forward to this one. I'll let you know how I feel as I get into it. I do know it is about, it takes place in summer, and there's a dairy farm that this girl named Olivia just inherited, and 50% of the Brent farm, and then there's this other guy Jake who also has 50% of the farm, and he's convinced the city girl can't work the land, and she's determined to prove him wrong. So it's going to be a little enemies to lovers on the farm. Like, yes, please sign me up. So I'm going to jump into this one, and then I will check back in with you hopefully later on today, but if not, definitely tomorrow for the last day of the readathon. Okay friends, I am here to wrap up the readathon, talking about what I read, what I didn't, and share my final star ratings. So I actually started the readathon reading 3 of the 6 improbable meet cute novellas, romance novellas. So I started with Jasmine Guillory's Drop Cover and Hold On. Didn't really like this one. The beginning didn't match the end of the story, so I gave it 2 stars. Next up, I read Ashley Poston's With Any Luck, and I really enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 stars. It's about this wedding party and, you know, letting go of your friendship for their new partner, and things like that. And then the 6th and final one, the 3rd one that I read for the readathon, is Royal Valentine by Sarai Wilson, and I really enjoyed this. It's a Roman holiday kind of royalty romance, and it's just really cute. That was one of my favorites of the 6. If you want to hear a little bit more thoughts, like check out my Goodreads reviews and Storygraph reviews when I post those. But as far as physical books, the first physical book I picked up was Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld, and I read 100 pages of this before I decided to DNF it. I didn't have too much longer to go until I got to the email portion. Wow, really not. Like only this much more, so maybe I could, you know, return to it, but I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't invested. It was too much about the show and not enough about the romance, and I really didn't care about the behind the scenes of this like comedy show, kind of like Saturday Night Live. So I DNF'd that one, and then I got my hold in for the audiobook of Ruthless Vows. Sorry, I don't know why it's so, there we go. Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, and I really enjoyed it. Didn't think it was wholly necessary. It kind of took a step away from Iris and Rowan and focused more on the fantasy underworld, 𝒂𝒂𝒃 being the underworld god, and his plans to kind of take over Oath and how it all worked and stuff like that. So I gave this one 3 stars. And then I started Bet the Farm by Stacey Hart. Sorry, I don't know why my camera is so bad at this. Okay, then I don't know, it's just washed out, but Bet the Farm by Stacey Hart. First book I read by this author, and overall enjoyed myself. It is a short one. It's under 300 pages. So basically these 2 people inherit a farm and they're trying to save the farm. Things happen. They have to work together, even though like he's a little bit grumpy. He doesn't like changes, and she goes in there guns blazing trying to like bring money and make the farm this great place. So there's lots of back and forth between them, and then things happen on the farm, and then there's kind of like, I wouldn't say like a love triangle, but there's like this other guy, and like, I don't know, it was cute. I ended up giving it 3 stars, but I did have its faults. But yeah, so that is what I read for X's and O's. Tonight we do have the readathon wrap up, so I hope everybody tuned into that. I will leave the reading sprints and the live show, the wrap up live show, linked in the description box, just in case you happen to have missed either one of those, because I know the first night we had a lot of fun with the dating game and there were just so many laughs. So even if you go back and just watch that portion, it's totally worth it. And I'm not really sure what's going to happen tonight, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. So go check that out if you're interested. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all having a lovely day or night. And yeah, I can't wait to do this again next year. All right, bye friends.